I haven't been doing many videos lately, especially in terms of reviews. And by that, I mean I've only reviewed 3 games total. 2 of those reviews no longer exist, and the third is on another channel that I share with 6 other reviewers. And there's several reasons for me not doing them anymore, mainly involving them being either amateurish or not getting any views. But both of these issues can be solved. The not enough view thing happens to everybody because you have to build up a fan base over time with your videos. And if I don't put out any videos, how the heck am I supposed to get any more views? So that's one thing. The other thing is, I went to a 2-year school for editing, and I really haven't put my new experience to good use yet, so I figured it's time to do that, and start making videos that are better looking than what I used to do. And another part of that amateurish thing is I used to use Windows Movie Maker, and I'm not the only one that thinks this, but Windows Movie Maker isn't a good editing program. So from now on, all my videos are going to be edited using Adobe Premiere CS5. So without any further ado, it's time for my very first review with Premiere CS5, and also my very first review of a game that I consider to be awful. I gotta be honest with you people, I never liked the Game Gear. Its battery life was poor and it didn't have many good games. It's not that the games are bad, and actually some of them aren't. Some of them. But there are a select few games that Sega released for the handheld that should never even existed. This is one of them, Sonic Labrynth. I'm gonna start with the plot. Basically, Dr. Robotnik has stolen Sonic's shoes and replaced them with a set of heavy boots that restrict Sonic's speed. So, already, do you see a serious problem here? Sega has taken it upon themselves to create a Sonic game where Sonic isn't fast. Do I even need to explain what the problem is with that? Now, they took away the one vital element that made Sonic fun and revolutionary. And in order to beat the game, you have to collect the Chaos Emeralds, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's go into the gameplay. Right away, you'll notice that this isn't a side-scrolling Sonic game. I mean, after all, with its ridiculous plot, how could it be? So, what they did is they made the same type of gameplay from Sonic 3D Blast, where they used the isometric view. Well, actually, I take that back. Sonic 3D Blast came out after this game did. So, I'd argue that this is a test game for 3D Blast, so Sega could see how it would work out. Now, I'm going to be completely honest with you people, I did like 3D Blast, but the controls were a bit on the weird side because of its weird view, in which you can defeat the enemies properly, and, you spent half the time trying to aim at the enemies and you couldn't hit them. Pretty much the same thing applies in this game, but it's even worse. For starters, Sonic can't jump at all. At all. I don't know whether that's something that the boots are making him do, or what, but it's stupid. It's just plain stupid. So that bears the question, how do you kill the enemies? Well, you have to use the spin dash. And that's the only thing you can do. I'm dead serious. That's the only thing you can do. This is annoying as hell because they've taken away so many of Sonic's moves that it's not even funny. There's only 2 moves you can do. You can walk and you can spin dash. And that's it. Also, Sonic can't go up hills by walking. Not even if you get the power sneakers from the item boxes, which make him go faster. And the item boxes aren't even existent in this game. They're replaced by I don't know, weird arrows or something. But anyway, the only way to get up this hill is by the spin dash. And that's just stupid and annoying. Now, I'm gonna admit, for a Game Gear game, this game doesn't look too bad. I mean, the graphics are decent. As for the music, it's Game Gear music, nothing more. I'm not gonna even bother talking about it. Now, getting into the objective of each stage, you have to collect 3 keys in order to open the exit. And the keys can be hidden either inside of the enemies, or they can be on the path somewhere. Oh, and I'm sure you've noticed by now, there's a timer at the top of the screen. Yeah, you have to get the keys and get to the exit before that timer runs out. If it runs out, you lose a life. And by the way, there's only 2 ways to lose a life. By either the time running out, or by falling off the stage. Even if you get hit by an enemy, you're not going to die. If the timer runs down a little bit, and you're going to lose all the keys that you collected. There's no rings for you to lose. Oh, in each zone there's 3 acts, and then you go to the boss stage. And the boss stage starts out by hurtling down a hill at Mach speed, trying to collect rings while avoiding panes of glass. I don't know why this is here, but whatever. Then you get to the actual boss stage, and again, the only attack you have at your disposal is the spin dash. And all you have to do is basically spam the spin dash over and over again until the boss dies. Then you get a Chaos Emerald from the boss, and you go to the next stage, rinse, repeat, you do the same thing over again. Do we see an issue here? This game is just plain boring. The plot sucks, Sonic isn't fast, he can't jump, and the gameplay is tedious and repetitive. And in my opinion, I would stay away from this game if I were you. It's just a complete waste of time. I mean, it looks good, but it's just boring. So, if you get the chance to play this, just turn it down, because it's not worth it. Well, that's about it for this review. It was kind of short, but I think I've made my point. My name is Sonic, and until next time, stay cool.